The story starts and we see William and some of his friends, who are being chased by some desert robbers. Those robbers also kill some of William's friends. Here William tells his story. He sends some empty horses ahead and hides himself behind a rock along with his companions, due to which the robbers go after those horses and William and his companions are saved. Now after this, all these people talk among themselves. And we come to know that William and all these people have come here in search of some black powder. Actually, black powder is a very powerful weapon that can create fire even in the air, and that is why William and his companions, wanting to get the black powder, one of William's companions asks him to go back home and says that they have run out of food, so now they have to return home, but William refuses to go home and starts searching for food items in everyone's bags. And then a man finds a magnet in his bag, and William keeps it with him. After this, when William and his friend Tower are talking, then the rest of his companions, a monster attacks and kills them. Seeing this, William and Tower become alert by taking out their swords, and as the monster attacks them, William cuts off the monster's hand, causing the monster to fall into a ditch and die. After this, William picks up the monster's severed hand, keeps it with himself, and leaves from here, but the same robbers come after them again. William and Tower start moving forward to escape from them, but then they see a huge wall and hear many soldiers of a kingdom surround them. William and Tower surrender before them to escape from the robbers, after which those soldiers bring William and Tower to their general. The general looks at the monster's severed hand, after which Commander Lin asks William where he got this hand. William tells Lin that this monster had killed some of our men and that is why I got his hand. Cut here, Lin translates their words and tells the general that the language of this state is quite different and Lin knows William's language, which is why Lin asks William why he has come here. On William lies to Lin and says that we have just come here to do business. Here all these people are talking when suddenly a man comes here and tells them about some attack. Hearing this, Lin starts talking about William and the tower. She goes to the same wall built for the protection of the kingdom. Here William asks Lin, what are you going to do with us? On this, a commander tells William that the monster whom you killed was a soldier of Tao Tai, and that is why as the army of Tao Tai is now coming to attack us. William and Lane do not understand who this Tao Tai is. Well, now after coming here on the wall, William and Tower see the army of this much bigger kingdom. And just by seeing this, William can guess how powerful will be the army of Tot, whom such a big army has come to defeat. Now after some time, Tot's army comes here and inside them, there are many monsters like that. William had killed the monster here. To stop those monsters, the general fires big shells at them and then also gets arrows fired, but due to the abundance of monsters, now they also come near the wall after seeing this. Lin and the girls of his army try to stop those monsters, but then here comes the queen of those monsters who was being protected by many big monsters. The general attacks the queen with fireballs, but the queen easily attacks them. She is saved from the fireballs, and after this the queen gives a signal to all her monsters. After hearing this, all the monsters start climbing over the wall and some monsters even come over the wall. Seeing the monsters near them, William and Tower are very scared. Monster climbs the wall and starts killing the soldiers. Then William sees a man standing there and opens his hands. Then he sees that Monster is about to kill a soldier. William helps the boy and saves him from that. After this, William picks up a spear and inserts it into the mouth of the monster. Then William and the Tower together start killing the monsters climbing on the wall. Then suddenly the queen gives a signal to her monsters and calls them back. After which, seeing all the monsters go back, the general and others do not understand why these monsters are running away. Then the general praises William and the Tower. After this, the boy whom William had saved, Jane, also congratulates William. He says thank you. Then at night, the same man who had rescued William and Tower comes to William and Tower and tells his name is Blood and asks why have you all come here. This man also knew their language, and now William and Ballard tell him that we have come here in search of black powder. Hearing this, Mallard also tells them that he too had come here 25 years ago in search of the same black powder. But after finding the black powder, even I could not get out of there with it. Having said this, the bat walks away from them. Here, from the words of the bat, William O'Tower understands that the bat has found the black powder hidden here and needs it to get out of there. We need help. That's why he is also helping us. Now after this, William and Tower take a bath and go to the general and the rest of the army. Here everyone respects these two a lot because they saved everyone's lives by killing the monsters on the wall. But here a commander starts making fun of William's weapons, and then William and the Tower show the magic of their weapons. The tower tosses a bowl in the air and William, with the help of his arrows, stops the bowl from falling on the ground and gives it to everyone is surprised to see William doing such good archery and starts clapping for William. After this, William and Lynn sit together and eat food. Here Lynn tells William that I love your language. Lynn also says that I have lived in this state since childhood, and I have never had a chance to go out of this state. Here William tells her that I have been to many states and I have been to many. I have also fought battles on behalf of the states, and I have fought many wars. Hearing all this, Lynn asks William to walk on the wall. After taking her to the wall, Lynn asks William to do the same stunts as the other girls do. She was killing those monsters, but William gets very scared to do so. Seeing this, Lynn says a word to William in her language, hearing which William asks her the meaning of that word. Lynn tells him that the meaning of this word is to trust means you have to trust us. Lynn says that in our army all the soldiers trust each other and that is why our army is so powerful. Here Lane tells William to trust himself and jump down from the wall. But William refuses to jump down from the wall and says, I can't trust anyone. After this, during the night, Bald comes to William and the tower and shows them some black powder. He says I have a lot of such powder and I just have to find a way out of here. Also, Ballad tells both of them that Tao Tai monsters will attack here again. And when all the soldiers' attention is on the monsters, then you guys help me to get out of here. In return, I will give you black powder. Hearing this, William and Tower also agree to run away with him. After this, the commander calls William and Tower and shows them the same magnet to the commander. Nothing is known about the magnet, that is why he considers the magnet to be a unique stone and tells William that this stone can help us a lot in the fight. Here William asks the commander where all these Ta-Utai monsters are. On how it came, the commander now tells William that centuries ago a meteorite had fallen from the sky on the mountain, and due to it the mountain had turned completely green and then Ta-Utai monsters started coming out from within it, and from that day onwards every once in 60 years, Ta-Utai monsters come to wreak terror on northern China. Commander also tells William that the reason these Ta-Utai monsters come from the mountain is so that these monsters can bring food for their queen and that food after eating, the queen gives birth to more monsters and the sequence continues like this. Hearing all this, William now asks the commander that can't you kill those monsters? On this, the commander tells William that whenever we kill those monsters, when they are about to kill General, suddenly he disappears. Now they come to know that there is still a monster left on top of the wall. Now General and Lin go to the wall to kill him, but then another monster follows them. Lin and General together kill him, but the monster bites the General as he dies, due to which the General also starts dying. But before dying, the General makes Lin the next General and tells Lin that now you will have to save our country from Munster. After saying this, the General dies. Now the whole state becomes very sad due to the death of the General. Everyone mourns the death of the General by lighting candles. After this, a person from the state of China, the boy, comes to Lin and William and tells them that some monsters had attacked in Area 2 but don't know why those monsters suddenly became quiet. He says that then we came to know that magnets were present in that Area 2 and perhaps because of that, those monsters became calm. After listening to this girl, the commander tells William the first think you two would have been able to kill that monster easily because you had that magnet here. Now all of them start feeling that because of the magnets, the monsters are unable to hear the Queen's signals and do not understand anything, so they become quiet. But hearing this, William tells Lin and everyone else that we should catch a monster so that we can find out. We can find out whether the masters calm down as soon as they come near the magnet. Hearing this from William, the tower gets very angry at him and tells him that we will have to run away from here as soon as the fight starts, and that is why you will not do any of their work. Don't fall into it and just concentrate on escaping, but William does not listen to him. After this, all the commanders apply anesthetic on their weapons and Tao Tai starts trying to catch the monsters. Here Lin and his entire army also fight the monsters. On the other hand, Tower and Ballad start preparing to run away from here. Now in the fight, the monsters start climbing over the wall, but then Lin makes his soldiers use the blades on the wall, due to which the monsters climb on the wall. The monsters start getting cut and dying. Here William was not able to understand what to do and stay and help Lin or save his life and run away from here with his friend. William was busy thinking about all this, and right here Buller asks the tower to escape without William. But the tower also refuses to flee without William. While all the soldiers attack the monsters with spears, tie them up, and then pull them up, they start trying, but the monsters easily break the chains. Now seeing Lin's army defeated, William takes his decision. He comes to the soldiers and asks them to leave the chains loose so that the monsters become unconscious first. It is here that William, to prevent the rest of the monsters from coming near the injured monster, sets fire to the injured monster, but seeing that the chain starts breaking, William himself comes down from the wall and goes to that monster. William is a monster. Then a monster attacks William from behind, but then the tower comes at the right time and he saves William's life, but now many monsters start attacking both of them. Seeing this, William shoots an arrow in the air and Lynn, seeing the three of them, understands that William needs help. That is why Lynn takes out her special weapon, that is, a bomb made of black powder, and starts throwing the monsters above. Then these people go down and save the lives of William and Tower at the right time. But in this fight, William gets seriously injured, due to which he becomes unconscious right there. After some time, when William regains consciousness, Lynn asks William, "On why did you go down from the wall?" William tells her, "I had faith in you that you will save my life. That is why I went down from the wall." Here Lynn now shows William her special weapon, i.e. black powder, and says, "We feel that the outside world is very red. That is why we do not show this powder to anyone." Here, Lynn forbids William to tell anyone else in other states about that black powder. But Lynn is convinced by this. She was unaware that William and his friend had come here to collect this black powder. Well, after this, Lynn goes to Munster holding her, whom William had beaten unconscious and tied with a chain. Here Munster regains consciousness. He is very angry, but as soon as the commander takes the magnet to him, the monster becomes completely calm. Seeing this, everyone is very happy because now they have a weapon to control that monster. Now the tower has come here and starts getting angry at William and says, "Why did you not run away from here even after getting the chance?" The tower also says many bad things to William, after hearing which William also gets angry. There is a fight between them. Here once again monsters start coming to attack these people. Then seeing the right opportunity, Tower starts preparing to escape from the palace with Ballad. On the other hand, Lynn also now realizes that the monsters have broken the lower part of the wall and gone towards their state, and seeing this, these people also start planning to go towards their state to stop those monsters. On this side, the bat closes the door of the room with a bomb, breaks it, but due to his voice, William also comes near them. William forbids both of them to run away with their weapons and says from the tower that these people need our help. That is why we should not run away from here and help them. But Tower does not listen to William. Ballad attacks William with some stones, due to which William becomes unconscious and both Tower and Ballad run away from here, while a man has already taken the captured monster to the kingdom. I come to the prince, and the prince is very happy to see the monster so calm. On this side, the soldiers catch William because of the tower and the bat running away, and Lynn starts thinking of William as a thief, but then the soldiers. The one whose life was saved by William comes and tells Lynn that Ballad and Tower had committed the theft and William had no hand in it. He also tells Lynn that William had tried to stop both of them, but both of them attacked him and ran away. Hearing this, Lynn imprisons William. The tower had come a long way with Ballad, and now Ballad asks the tower to climb a mountain to see the way. And as soon as the tower moves on the mountain, Ballad runs away from here with his horse and all the other stuff. That is, Ballad had already made a plan to betray both of them. Well, on this side, Lynn and his entire army hot air balloon. She sits in a car and starts going towards her kingdom so that she can stop the monsters, and if these people do not stop the monsters, then they will go to the Munster kingdom and destroy the whole kingdom. Here now a soldier also frees William, and he frees William. Says, "Lynn has freed you, now you can go wherever you want," but William decides to help them. William comes to the commander. Here the commander tells him that Tautai has now reached the kingdom, and he hears that all attempts to stop her have been futile. William asks the commander if there is no way we can stop Tauti, to which the commander tells him that if we somehow kill the queen, all these Tauti will be killed. The musters will not get the signals and they will all freeze, but the commander says that it is very difficult to kill the queen. Here the commander tells William to go back to his kingdom, but William now refuses to go back and kills the queen. To do this, he asks him to go towards the kingdom. Here, the soldier whose life was saved by William also goes with him. In this way, the same desert robbers surround Bala and capture him. While in the kingdom, inside the palace, a soldier is in the same position. Removes the magnet from the cage of the captured monster, and as soon as it is removed, the monster wakes up and gives a signal to his queen and starts calling him in this kingdom. As soon as he does this, thousands of monsters start coming towards the palace, while on the other side, those robbers. They tie up Ballad and start playing with a bomb made of black powder because they don't know anything about it, and then a bomb falls into the fire, and due to its blast, Ballad and all the robbers die right here. After some time, we see Lynn and her army reaching the kingdom, but here the monsters had already reached the kingdom and had started wreaking havoc. Lynn's army was busy fighting these monsters. And then some monsters surround Lynn from all sides, but then William and Commander come here, and they somehow save Lynn's life and pull her up. Here now all these people see the queen of Ta'utai monsters. They all plan to kill the queen while she is eating. The commander tells William and Lynn that we should use the captured monster as bait. The commander says that we will plant several bombs on him. William and Lynn like this plan very much, and they follow this plan. These people start following, they go to the same captured monster and plant a lot of bombs on him. Then they make that monster unconscious with the help of a magnet and start going towards the queen with a lot of food in it. But then on the way, some monsters attack them, and in the fight with them, the same soldier gets injured whose life was saved by William. William encourages the soldier that he will be fine. Just stay here. Now these people kill that soldier. Leaving here, they start moving ahead, but suddenly some more monsters start coming from behind. Then the injured soldier blasts many bombs to stop them and kills himself, along with which those monsters also die due to his sacrifice. Seeing these people become sad. Then these people move forward and reach very close to the queen. Here the commander removes the magnet from Munster, after which Munster comes to his senses and starts eating food. That Munster goes to the queen. Seeing this, William now climbs on top of the same building and starts firing an arrow at the captured Munster so that the bomb on his body gets blasted and the queen gets killed, but as soon as when he shoots an arrow, the queen's bodyguard stops the arrow before it reaches the queen, and seeing all this, the queen now sends her monsters after William and Lynn. Seeing this, William and Lynn start going to the top of the building. But these monsters kill the commander standing below. As the commander dies, he gives the magnet to Lynn. Then William once again shoots an arrow at the monster, but once again the queen's guards stop that arrow very easily. Now seeing all this, the queen gives a signal to all her monsters and sends them to eliminate William and Lynn. All the monsters start attacking William and Lynn, and now both of them have only one spear of black powder left. Seeing this, William jumps down from the building with Lynn and quickly throws a magnet toward the queen. At the same time, Lynn also throws the same black powder spear toward the queen. Here, because of the magnet, the guards lose their senses. They have no idea what to do, and that is why the guards are not able to stop the spear thrown by Lynn. That spear hits the same monster on which many bombs were planted, and those bombs explode. With this, a huge explosion occurs near Ronnie, in which Ronnie finally dies. Now William also starts falling from the building, but at the right time Lynn pulls him back up, and now all the monsters also freeze as soon as Ronnie dies. That is, in a way, they all also get destroyed. In this way, Lynn and William save the entire kingdom from being destroyed and also destroy the Ta'utai monsters forever. Here all the soldiers also destroy the tower. He is caught again and they catch him and imprison him. Then after some time William comes to the tower and tells him that I saved this kingdom. That is why the king has made me an offer if I want, how much I can also take the black powder or I can take you in return. Hearing William, the tower says that you must have chosen the black powder. But William tells him that I have freed you. Hearing this, the tower is very happy. He becomes happy and realizes that he had misunderstood William. William is a very good person. Now William frees the tower and both of them start going towards home. Then Lynn comes to them and thanks William. Saying goodbye to Lynn, William returns to the tower without taking the black powder, and with this ending, this story ends here.